Hello everyone. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different and show you around, specifically my Final Fantasy X stuff, because we're a Final Fantasy X fandom household and there is no other fandoms in this house. Well, for me anyway. So first I'm gonna make a cup of tea because I think that's what people do. I don't know. So my puppy Xena, she's about 4 pounds and she just recently turned a year old. Can you show the people on YouTube a down for me, Xena? Come on. Do a down for me? Xena, down. Oh, there you go. Good girl. Here you go. Here's a little treat. Give her a little minnow. Oh, the smell is so good. I love this tea so much. It's a little bit too hot to drink. Let's get on with the tour. I just caught the puppy chewing on a bone that I have not given her a bone in months. So she must have been hiding this until now. So being honest, I'm not very well organized. So this side of our built-in shelves is my side, and over here is on Stefan's side. And so mostly what I have over here is like book of the months. Like Stefan gave this to me from a Comic-Con. Here, Swole Duck. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. Yeah, I have some classics. Penguin, their rainbow collection is adorable. So this was my childhood toy from my great-grandma. This is what I slept with in my crib when I visited my great-grandma. And when she passed away, this was given to me, which is kind of how I knew that she was gone, because I didn't take this home with me. Anyway, I have named her Leppy. And I can see on her tag that she was made in 1955, so very old. And then I have a little memorial for my previous dog, Zach. He in 2020 decided to be a big boy. And then from there, it's just random things like Persona, Watchmen, Great Gatsby, other things I like. Oh, wait. I did say I was only going to talk about Final Fantasy X. We're only a Final Fantasy X household, as I said. And so here we are to actual Final Fantasy X things. One thing I wanted to share that I feel is so much a part of my soul, like that satisfies my childhood self's dreams, is going to school, being the cool kid with the cool lunchbox. And so anyway, I got this from the original Final Fantasy X days, the official Final Fantasy X lunchbox with Yuna on it. I think that the color is gorgeous, and this is in perfect condition. On the back, it says Final Fantasy X. Very, very, very hard to read. I really want to just go somewhere and then take my lunch with me, but I work from home, so there's nowhere to go, and there is nobody to impress. But the reason I picked this really is because Yuna is my idol, and I want to be just like her, and to me, she is the superhero on the lunchbox. So over here, I have a pile of my Final Fantasy X stuff just in a big stack because I've actually been using them lately for my videos. And it's basically the last place I put them. Our counters are not completely finished. I've been working on this with my uncle. So I picked out this wood, which is like a wenge. It's from Africa. It's just a gorgeous dark wood. Anyway, so what we have is Final Fantasy X-2 with the book jacket on it. This is the Japanese one. So I also have in my collection a Spanish one. When I was in Spain, I just saw that it was at the bookstore and decided to go and find it. And I took forever wandering up and down the bookstore trying to find it because I was so afraid to ask in Spanish where the libro was. So over here we have the Final Fantasy X Ultimania. In the Japanese, there is a bunch of Ultimanias, so this is just one of them. And it has just gorgeous artwork in it. Just overall, I wish that I could read it. Though probably I could use the camera for a translator, but for the artwork alone, I think that this is worth having. And same for the Final Fantasy X-2 Ultimania. So no Final Fantasy X-2 Ultimania has ever been translated. So this one also has the jacket still on it. And it just, they're essentially just game guides. So this is very similar to the Final Fantasy X one. And there's even a last mission Ultimania, which has more stuff in it. And they also have interviews and behind the scenes stuff that, is in Japanese. I thought that maybe, here's an interview, that maybe I would try to translate it if it was never translated if it was never translated before, maybe I could share what was in here, but it was just an idea of maybe I can get more information out of these things. Here's the one in the Spanish. It's much lower quality, just paperback. I think it was actually even printed more recently, but I got this partly because I was in Spain and I thought, isn't it cool to get a Final Fantasy X thing? But another reason I got it is because it's in Spanish, and so I thought it would be easier for me to read or to try to read or translate than the translation that exists. But that is quite a lot of effort. But anyway, this is more accessible to me than the Japanese one. And then I have just the classic game guides from Final Fantasy X, the remaster, and I also have the X-2 one. And all of these I got for $5 just at the used game store that is in town. And it was just a steal. I was really impressed to get my hands on it. So when I originally played these games, I did not have game guides. I just used the internet, but it's so cool to have the artwork, and that's what I've mostly used it for. The Final Fantasy X-2, I had used the 100%, and I was not able to get 100% using the game guide in here, and I highly recommend using the one that is, I believe, on Steam. I had a lot more success using online guides than I did using this guide. So I'm in the bedroom now, and because the Christmas tree is in the living room, I have moved my workout equipment into here. So this is temporary that it's kind of crammed in here. This is where my dog crate / bed is. And then so just around the corner where the bedroom is and the linen closet is, I have some Final Fantasy X artwork. This is my absolute favorite thing that I got. So here you can see it's the Monster Arena. This is Besaid Temple, and then this is the wedding in Bavel. So this was released as a part of the Final Fantasy X and X-2. There was an auction that was in Southern California to commemorate the release. And so I got a signed certificate that said that this is authentic and that this was for the release of Final Fantasy X-2. And I believe that it was signed by Katase. Unfortunately, I lost the certificate of authenticity for this thing, and I don't know how that had happened, but I'm pretty sure that it's lost forever because I have moved a couple of times since then. Other than that, there's just physical copies of the game and the things that came with the physical copies. For example, I have the desk calendar, which I absolutely loved. I have taken out parts of these and I have framed them. And originally we had some of this artwork up on this wall here. But because we did a remodel, this wall was replaced and we just haven't bothered with putting the pictures back up. So yeah. And then on top of that, what else? I don't have a PlayStation 2 copy because I let my fiance, Stefan, borrow a copy over 10 years ago and he never returned it to me. So it's somewhere with his parents. Other than that, I have a copy in about every console, including the Vita, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Steam. Probably the only copy I don't have is on the Switch. And it's not like I think any of that stuff matters. I don't see myself as very materialist, and I don't see myself as a collector necessarily, but I really do love Final Fantasy X and just want to experience it on all of the consoles. So one of the reasons I wanted to make this video was for posterity because I'm going to be moving out of this house soon. We moved into this house in 2019 and it served us through the pandemic. and we've made a lot of improvements to the home, and I'm still like so attached to it, so I'm very sad to be leaving. So I thought it would be nice to make a video where some of the house was shown in it. I'm also really grateful that you're here with me to share this passion for Final Fantasy X in particular. I know it's incredibly niche, that it's just one particular game, but I think that it says so much about someone's character to love this game because of everything it says about politics and race and love. It's just a phenomenal game in its themes. So I'm just incredibly grateful that you're here with me and that you're there for my streams on Wednesdays and Fridays on Twitch and in my Discord. It's just a wonderful community, and I look forward to the new year with you. Anyway, if you like this video, then you may like my video on 21 facts from the Ultimania from Final Fantasy X. You can check that out, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.